On Mad Money, we love it when companies take control of their own destiny, when they transform themselves from weak businesses that are subject to the vicissitudes of the economic cycle into ones that can work in any economy. We especially like spotting a company that's transforming itself early, and that's exactly what I'm calling right now a stock that I have hated systematically since I started this show, and then many years before that. Applied Materials, amat. Do not snicker, those who've known me for a long time. Stick with me. You probably think of amat, if you think of it at all, as the largest semiconductor equipment maker, a business that you have to loathe right now, as it's both economically sensitive in a way it didn't used to be, meaning these are bad stocks that own in a recession, and the business itself is in its own cyclical downturn.
House of pain.
And some would say secular decline because of a slowdown in the growth of semis of mammoth proportions. And you know I'm not recommending any semiconductors either, although I do think Intel can do well because of AMD's pending demise. That's said with raised eyebrows. But why recommend amat at all if I hated sector so much? Because amat isn't just a semi-equipment supplier anymore. It's got a burgeoning solar business. And that's something I think you should take a look at. I've been watching this thing, waiting for it to come down. This is about as most it's going to come down because the market, while missing the transformation, is sensing something. Kramer isn't missing the transformation, and he'll make sure you don't either. I think solar will turn amat back into the growth company it was of old, and I'll tell you how. At the beginning of March, amat announced a huge $1.9 billion equipment order for 1 gigawatt of solar power. That order was over 5 times larger than anything amat's ever seen in its solar division. And there are other large 1 gigawatt customer announcements likely to come this year. Indications of interest from India, China, all of these will be catalysts that each time they happen will send this stock higher. amat intends to sell solar power on an industrial scale. We're not talking about the hideous solar panels people put on the roofs. We're talking huge gigawatt generating solar factories. Think of Applied Materials as the Henry Ford, never explain, never complain, of the solar business. They're bringing massive scale and mass production into the game. Now, we know friend buddy pal of the show, TJ Rogers of Cypress Semi, says his solar business, SunPower,